welcome to the Respawn Rundown. This is our first episode. This podcast is just going to be running through the weekly matches of the CDL. This episode, we're going to go through like our beginnings with Call of Duty, where we got our start, why we like the esports so much, that kind of thing. And then we'll run down a couple of last week's matches because they weren't that interesting. And then we'll run through this week's matches. So let's get it started.
It was a pretty quick weekend last weekend.
It was insane. Just 3-0 after 3-0. I couldn't even look. I was barely watching it because I was just like, I would watch it, bang, it's 2-0, and I'm looking. Toronto is already down 2-0.
I think that one was the biggest one. I didn't think it was gonna be. I thought that was probably be the closest match of the weekend, and the LA Thieves took care of business.
LAT takes care of business.
Looking good.
Looking great.
Good. Even getting the surge.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get into our beginnings, like where we got started with the game and everything. Because I mean, obviously we got to explain what got us into it first, why we're here in the first place. Yeah. So I mean, I'll go first. I mean, when I was like, 12, I think, I found Call of Duty 2 Big Red One in the big DVD binders that they use. Like, do you ever have those? The big DVD binders, you'd slide like CDs, movies. We had those for video games, and we had COD 2 Big Red One on the original Xbox, and it was rated T, and my mom wouldn't let me play Call of Duty at the time. So I was like, hey, this one's rated T. Can I try that one? Because I was playing Halo, but I wasn't playing COD. And so she finally let me try that one out. And dude, it's been love ever since. I played through Call of Duty 2 Big Red One's campaign like 30 times probably when I was a kid. And then, I mean, it eventually moved on to COD 4. COD 4 is timeless. That is a timeless game. I don't care what anybody says. COD 4 is great. But yeah, I initially was just playing campaigns though. That's the whole thing. It was all campaigns when we were little.
I think a lot of people started with
yeah, it's straight up like a lot of people when they were kids, at least our age, like 20s, like late 20s. Like I feel like if we were starting off on campaign shooting the bots, and then we eventually found out about Xbox Live and stuff, and then we got into it. But that was
danger for sure.
Yeah. So like around Black Ops 1 is actually when I started playing online for the first time.
Okay.
So, but I didn't have Black Ops 1 at the time. Actually, I was just playing Modern Warfare 2 online. That's all. And then I finally got Black Ops 1, and then I've had every COD ever since. But like Black Ops 1 is where I got, like MW2 is where I got my start playing online, which is crazy because I was super young playing that game. And there's a lot of like the FaZe house and the OG Optic house, like Scuff house, like dude,
stuff.
That was all MW2. So it was kind of crazy, but yeah, I mean, it's been love ever since. I mean, Call of Duty obviously is not in a great spot right now. It's kind of on the downhill. But
our Activision sponsor.
Yeah, not the Activision sponsor. Oh, we gotta let that go now. Sorry, fellas. Sorry, but
we lost that already.
Yeah. So where'd you get started? What was your?
My first Call of Duty game was Black Ops 1 on the Nintendo DS.
Oh, baby. I had that one too. I
remember,
respectfully.
One of my friends in elementary school, we had it, and I had this game that I got in, and I didn't play it, whatever. And he's like, oh, I want that game. I'll trade you Black Ops. Or I'm like, sure. It's a game I'm trading a game for it that I didn't play for a game I might play. So
yeah,
good trade on.
No, I mean fair enough, but
and, look where it.
That was your first one.
That was my first one.
That's crazy.
I was playing other games. My first.
Yeah, I mean when you're a kid, like
I was gonna say my first teen rating game was a Star Wars game.
Yeah.
So
I played, dude, that was like my first FPS. FPS was Battlefront 1 on the original Xbox. It was crazy.
I think I played like Halo and stuff on my brother's Xbox.
Yeah.
From time to time, but like, this was my first like my game.
Yeah.
And then as far as then my sister wanted Black Ops 2 for her birthday. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I ended up playing it more than she did.
Yeah.
The campaign and the open maps and stuff, but
I feel like if you had siblings, there was always that one time like they would get a game and then like they would start playing it a little bit and then you would end up playing it exponentially more than they ever did.
Game.
Like
Actually, my sister asked me if I knew where that exact copy was, and I looked on my shelf and I still had it.
Yeah, dude, I still have all of my OG copies.
Yeah. So, and then first like competitive game was Black Ops 3.
That was like
I was in the top, I think like 650 of players, and this was really early. So
yeah.
I enjoyed. I put so much time.
Dude, BO3 was something else.
It's such a good game.
I would say like personally where I got my rank start it was Black Ops 3.
Oh yeah.
Cuz we started playing so I got my Xbox One like around when Black Ops 3 came out. And then, so I was like a couple years late to the next gen game, bro. Yeah. I was playing Ghosts and Advanced Warfare for both years fully on 360.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, Advanced Warfare.
So
that's another one where you hear it and it's just like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, but it was kind of crazy though, because then me and my friends started playing the arena mode that they had in Black Ops 3. You remember that? That was like the ranked. Dude, it was, I fell in love with ranked COD and competitive COD ever since just playing that. Me and my friends, we hop on 4-stack, boom. And then you got pick and ban in Black Ops 3 too. That was crazy. It made the game just weird though.
Oh, and then I really enjoyed Black Ops.
Like I'm playing Breach Hardpoint with a Shiva. Like, I'm two-shotting.
Oh, my OG raid away videos.
Dude. Yeah.
Like getting home from school and watching another one.
Getting home from school and watching
Squeaker's Rage.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore, obviously.
No, I mean, like, I don't feel like game chat is as nearly popular as it used to be.
Well, and to be fair, now it's like you say the wrong thing and you're banned.
Yeah. They've got, like, the whole chat moderation system and everything. So it's like, you can't even...
And even for, like, little things can get you, just...
Like, yeah, there was one time I was playing Apex. I called a kid a dumbass in chat. I got permabanned. I can't get that account back.
That's crazy.
And I put in like a request and everything to get my account back. There goes the EA sponsor too. Oh, it's cooked for us, dude. We got.
We've already taken out 2 of our sponsors.
One episode and one episode only.
We're gonna cancel that.
No, but yeah, I called a kid dumbass in Apex once. In type chat, not even a voice chat, type chat. Instantly permabanned. All that money I spent on that EA account gone.
When did you start watching competitive COD?
Initially watching.
Yeah.
So in the years of Advanced Warfare and Ghosts, I had been here and there watching. But I wasn't like super consistent with it. I wasn't like watching every match or everything like that. But also like at the time, when Ghost was out, I was 12, 13 maybe. Yeah. So it was like, I'm not really understanding what's going on in the game. I mean, I wasn't that gifted at COD at that time, at least. But come around to IW and the World War II years, those were probably 2 that I watched the most at least in like early COD years, and I would say like before CDL era.
Yeah.
Before CDL era, like,
right?
yeah, or CWL. But yeah, I watched IW, World War II. I didn't watch that much after that. Black Ops 4 though, I was into that. I love Black Ops 4.
Oh yeah, such an underrated game.
And then yeah, I watched Black Ops 4, and then here and there, and then once the Call of Duty League actually became a thing was when I like really started watching. But that's just because I thought the CDL was gonna be way more like, I'm trying to find the word for it. I thought the CDL was gonna be a way bigger thing than it was, but also like COVID ruined
that. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That like right when it was starting to ramp up, that's when.
Yeah, but it also
we also haven't gone back to that format, even though
it is better.
We're past. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I like the home series things more, like from 2019 or.
I don't know. MW 2019 was such just like a chalked game for me too.
Oh,
that was
sure.
I played MW 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 2022 were the two games I probably played the least of. I played more Infinite Warfare than probably both those two games combined. Like, I hated both of those games from the second they came out. I mean, I played the MW2 2022 beta, and I was like, what is this garbage?
Yeah, that's the thing. I played the beta too, and I didn't like it, but then I picked up the game, and I was like, all right, this is all right.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It was just because there was only like a couple of maps that I actually like cared for in that game.
When I was watching, when I started watching was around probably like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, obviously, because that's when I got into COD. But yeah, my favorite.
Yeah.
I loved watching the human turret really put in that work.
Yeah. I mean, he was when he was in the league, dude. It was crazy. I mean, it's Octane.
I love him.
Octane.
3.
Octane, if you're seeing this, we love you here. You are all. I mean, you probably won't ever see this shit, but you could come on. Come on to the pod. Come on to the pod, bro.
Podcast.
Come on to the pod. That would be so sick.
I know
Screw Ben J. Fuck Ben J.
yeah. Just leave the flank.
Leave the flank and just come do a podcast with two kids you've never met.
Hey, you know what's funny? At least then you wouldn't have everyone domming the thieves. Like, I watch the watch parties, and it's always like Sam will be like, yeah, that's good work out of the FaZe boys, and then they'll flip over to the thieves game, and then Zumo's always like, get him!
Get him!
Get him!
No.
But yeah, so yeah, that, and then when I really got into, like you said, watching here and there, not watching everything.
Yeah.
And then I didn't like Modern Warfare 2019 at the time, and I didn't get the game until like February of that year.
Oh.
So that's when I started watching the league.
Yeah.
And I think the only full match I watched of 2019 was the finals between Dallas Empire and Atlanta FaZe.
I watched the whole champs of MW 2019, and it was kind of crazy because like at the time Optic was Huntsman. There was like Optic Gaming LA, and then there was Huntsman, and so like obviously
and now Dallas
Huntsman fan because like that's actually Optic LA. Like what was that?
It was something else.
What was that? But
and then the next year later they sold that spot, and then LA got in. Like,
it didn't make sense. But wow.
Yeah, someone didn't like that thing.
But like I watched that whole champs of the MW 2019 year, and I was just rooting for Huntsman all the way through. They went down to losers bracket, friggin' made a little bit of a run.
Hey, that's the thing. So I watched the CDL the most, like really got into it during Cold War, and that was the worst year. Like that
Cold War,
they couldn't figure it out. But
Cold War,
it was
I loved.
so entertaining.
I liked Cold War. I liked Cold War the game. The game itself was great. That was like the most.
That's why I really got into
that COD was like the most down to roots COD we've gotten in so long.
The maps were
and
good.
the maps were good. The gunplay was good. But the only thing is I felt like that Cold War year was the year where GAs like got out of hand. Cold War year was like the year where like GAs and stuff were like
the format kind of.
That's when like GAs were more becoming about like saving your team rather than like actually just trying to make a fair game.
Yeah, because like we're getting.
I swear to God, like I was looking on Twitter every day during like before Cold War season started, and it was like there's a new GA, AK-47's GA, XM4's GA, and then it was like,
well, the XM4.
The XM4 was dumb. The XM4 was dumb, but it was like, but it was also, I mean, at the time, yeah, because like that, I feel like that was like the first year we ever saw GAs go out of hand like that, because I mean it wasn't even like that in MW 2019. They were using the Ram 7, which was a DLC gun, and snipers and the Growl. There's literally a clip, you can go watch it. Huke Dallas Empire, they're playing Azir Caves. I don't remember what point it was. Nobody cares about fucking Azir Caves, but dude, I'm straight up, he's in the back building of one of the spawns, like of the cave spawn, and he's literally just sitting up there with a Growl. Just a Growl. It just they couldn't even like break past, and I think it was that P5. I don't even remember what point that was.
Yeah, it was so long.
But it was like all the way in the back of the map in one of the spawns, like where you just run straight into caves off of the spawn. And dude, he literally sat up there in the second story of that broken building and lasered like 4 or 5 people. I swear to God.
I got a hot take day one here.
All right. We should start getting into the matches coming up.
And we're back. Talking a little bit of last week's matches, a few of them, anyways.
Maybe like 2 of them. It wasn't great. It wasn't great.
A lot of the same. I feel like I will say we're starting to see, and this is typically what we see around Major 2, but we're starting to see the separation of teams. Like Major 1's always very mixy because everyone's still figuring things out, and then Major 2.
Major 2 is when it's like starting to ramp up.
You either become a team that's like, oh yeah, they're gonna be good this year, or okay, these guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of these guys,
Boston Breach versus Toronto Ultra was the closest series of last weekend.
Boston wins a couple games here and there that they shouldn't.
Boston,
and it's like, all right, good work out of that, but I'm not a fan of this roster because
Boston takes map 2 and 4 only hard points. Like that's not
sustainable.
It's not sustainable.
You gotta win.
You have to win. You have to win your searches, man.
Control is a 50-50 one. You gotta win like 50% of those.
Yeah, I mean they even had a close control. 3-2.
You look at that red card search, and that's a map that Toronto Ultra the day before got rolled on by a team that has not had great success.
But I mean, if you look at the stats here, I mean Toby with a 3. Big Beans with a 2.
Inside, just
Big Joe with a 2.33. I will say, I know I've said this to you plenty of times, but I think Joe Deceives is one of the most fun POVs to watch when he's popping.
And like during the Thieves match, as a Thieves fan, I was tweaking because in game 1 he dropped he was going for that kill record.
Dude, he was going nuts. He had like 62.
I don't think it was that. I think it was like 50 something.
Hold on.
We can get into that game as well.
Yeah. But I mean, talking about the Toronto and
again, Toronto's a weird one because they had a good spot in Major 1, but they also they also didn't play anyone good. So when they got to the Major, they really just got, and we still haven't not seen a lot of great things. Like they're losing to these better teams. They lost to the Ravens. They lost to Cloud9. Again, Cloud9's another one. Cloud9
is weird. I mean, at least last weekend they looked
I would say they're looking
decent.
That's the thing. They're looking better. I think they've improved since Major 1, which not a lot of teams, I guess, have that benefit.
Yeah.
But Cloud9 has definitely improved, and I love seeing Cramp us again.
Yeah, I mean, former Thief. I mean, but I like seeing that Thieves team from last year where they are now on their respective teams, because those guys that was a team full of just straight young talent.
I don't think it was a team that was bad per se. I just think
I mean, you remember the EWC run you guys had? Like,
they made a run. It was great.
Like, you guys had talent there. It was a good little solid squad. But I really like watching all those young players on their respective teams now, because I mean, at least with like veteran firepower behind them, like they stand a lot more chance.
The thing. They needed someone to like.
Can we talk about Insight though?
Man, it's such a sad thing to see.
Yeah.
When he made his appearance when he made his overall like debut in Cold War, it was a big move of like, oh, why did you drop methods? Like, why?
Well, do you remember that Toronto Thieves in Cold War had like 12 people?
Yeah, it was crazy.
So they were just like constantly flipping their roster just to see who would like fit.
It was specifically like a big move, and then the match, it was Miami, the map Miami, not the team now.
But I mean,
but he made his debut and he was instantly, and then recently he's just been running out of gas. And
look at these stats. He is.
Maybe we saw a little bit of that with
overall.
Last year.
Overall KD 0.94, hard point 0.95, S&D 1.02, and control 0.9.
Not terrible.
It's not awful.
There's definitely worse.
There's definitely worse, but
if they want to win some of these bigger matches,
we're talking about Insight, dude.
I would say that's the thing. His floor is a lot of players' ceilings.
Yeah.
That's the thing, you know.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying, bro. We're talking about Insight. Like, he's proven himself before, but I don't know if it's the game or what. It looks like he just doesn't move. It looks like he's not moving at all.
But the other match I want to talk about, ironically including Toronto Ultra, is the Thieves. Because again, for me, this was going to be this game's going to be really close. And we got a bang out red card hardpoint for game 1.
And then that
was it.
And then that was it. Once you guys started that red card search and destroy, it was
that protocol being 3-2 is so misleading, because like
it wasn't a 3-2 that was necessarily impressive.
Especially like you get in that round 5 and it's like,
because I would say if Toronto Ultra was playing really good and they 2-3'd you guys on control protocol, but say it went to a map 4 or 5. I would give this series much more respect.
If it goes to the skyline,
if it goes to the skyline, this series could have went to map 5.
And if it goes to map 5, I think Toronto takes it.
Yeah.
Just because skyline search is one of their worst.
But I mean, looking at the stats here, like
trolled that map 1 though.
Looking at the stats here on that Toronto LAT series last weekend, I mean, almost a red carpet. Joe Deceives.
Funny with Ghosty being the only one negative for Thieves there is that literally I saw the two moments that he essentially was the bait.
Yeah.
Like for Hydra to get a better kill. So even then I see it as like that's not really a negative for me.
No.
But like that map 1, they trolled so hard. Like they were pushed up too far. Again, there was a lot of moments where Toronto just wasn't collecting time, wasn't rotating correctly, and that's what really cost them that hard point.
Yeah.
And when you go down 0-2 to Thieves, it's really hard to get
hard to come back off of that. I mean,
shocked.
The Thieves, they mesh and play so well together that once you get any kind of a loss going on a map, it's gonna be really hard to bring it back against those guys once they get in the flow.
But so I'm looking at that surge, and they've had somewhat success in the surge. That's been their weakest mode. In the respawns, they've been almost perfect.
Yeah.
But that search, man, if they can figure search out, that team is going to be scary.
Yeah.
It's going to be really tough to beat. Because honestly, I would say Thieves are looking better in the respawn than FaZe. And FaZe has looked top-notch all year.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already won 2 tournaments this year so far. When people are telling them to blow it up. So.
Yeah. I mean, like, all right.
Getting into the minor tournament and today's match.
I mean, today's matches. We're recording this on Friday the 28th, so we've got matches here in a couple hours. But for the 4 matches today, we're going to start off at 2 with the Heretics and Gorillas. LA Gorillas. I mean, I'm taking Heretics on this one.
You want to pull up a bracket? Is there like a bracket
I mean,
look at? All right. So yeah, I would say
We've got Heretics, Gorillas, mate. And then the winner of that will be playing
Ravens.
the Ravens on Saturday.
So, I mean,
like this bottom side of the bracket looks so much better than the top side. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
like, give me Heretics today.
Yeah, give me Heretics for that first game.
Girls are going in with a new roster. They're going
A new roster. Well, not even not a super new roster, but
changes.
I mean changes. They got Lunars now, and
Lunars,
on top of that,
P-Dog.
then they benched Skies and brought back P-Dog. Like
after 2 games.
after 2 games.
This is kind of crazy to me, but whatever. That's how it is. That's the business.
Yeah, but
If they don't think they got.
I mean the Heretics though.
But
Heretics though, just within their last few matches, I've been watching these guys. I've been impressed. I think they're a solid team, but they let themselves go sometimes. Like
can't. From what I'm looking at,
I mean, they
just can't be good.
They can't be good teams. Yeah,
And if you can't be a middle of the pack,
other than
you gotta take it to the next.
they can't be good teams other than Optic. They
I know
have our number. They got our fucking number, man. No.
Well, that's just a curse. I know the Raven. I know one of the. I think it was the Minnesota one. They had a substitute,
Yeah.
So
They had Super playing.
which he had his moments.
He did have his moment. He looked really good in the SNDs.
That was cool to see. But yeah.
But I mean, last weekend they already whooped these guys 3-0. I'm taking them again.
yeah.
Like the Gorillas.
Yeah, run it.
Just
And that was a different roster.
just having such a tough time right now. Honestly, the Gorillas just cannot find their spot in this league right now.
That just shows how much Hydra was carrying, honestly.
Yeah, I mean they're playing with the quote unquote ex-champion team
From 20.
from 20.
Well, not even that. Now it's just 2 guys.
Yeah, now it's just 2 of them.
Now it's just 2 of them. Now it's just. Kiz and.
Kids and Skies and Priesta.
P-Dog.
Yeah.
No. Because Kiz.
But I mean,
See a hate watch party again from Skies. We got someone from P-Dog.
because that's what P-Dog did last weekend, bro.
Yeah,
He was
like, yeah.
he was hoping those guys would lose. I swear to God. He was hoping that they would lose.
Celebrating. But
All right. I mean, yeah, there really isn't much more to talk about with that match. I mean, the Heretics
there's a lot of these matches
have just
where
looked.
we know like this.
Yeah, the Heretics have just looked miles better than LAG has this season at all. So, but next match we got coming up at 3:30. I mean, my boys Optic.
We're starting a narrative.
We're not starting the narrative. If we lose, bro, I told this to you earlier this week. If we lose to the Falcons, I'm buying a FaZe jersey. I'm chalking it.
So get that on camera.
If we have this on film. If Optic loses,
Optic boys, you better lock in today.
if Optic loses against the Falcons, I'm buying a FaZe jersey.
You
Actually,
should get a Thieves.
yeah, I'm buying a FaZe jersey.
Get a Thieves jersey. Come down and wear on the pod.
I'm gonna buy a FaZe jersey. I'm gonna get custom text on it that says it's gonna have the number on the back 423, and then for the last name on the top, it's just gonna say 0 rings. You know who you are.
Well, there goes that sponsor.
Well, there goes working with Zuma ever.
I was gonna say, well, there goes our guest star appearance on the
We're never getting on the flank. No, man. We're never getting on the flank.
We're gonna have to get Ben Jam.
Oh, we're gonna have to get Ben J. We're gonna have to get Ben J.
Where's the major one?
We're gonna get Ben J, and then we're gonna tell him to edit this episode of the podcast, and it's gonna come out a month later.
Never coming out.
And it's gonna come out a month later. Okay, back to the matches.
Breach Surge?
No. What
is it?
I mean, we haven't even talked about our. We haven't even talked about the boys.
God.
We haven't even talked about the boys.
I've already moved on.
We haven't even talked about the boys.
Realistically,
Look at that. I love to see it. L.
That's crazy take. He hates it. It's a hate watch right there.
No, yeah, I will definitely.
Not winning. Let's be 100. Like, even if they take a map,
I mean,
I don't think they're taking. Dude, and like optics look bad.
I mean, optic has looked really bad.
They've looked but not Vegas Falcons loss.
I mean, yeah, they're not nearly as bad as these guys. I mean, I've even been making tweets within the past week. I mean, here we go. I mean, we're cutting another sponsorship right here. But why are these guys in the league? Why are they here? Just because, I mean, they just, dude just literally paid money.
Let's think, in a few years, they'll probably be a better team because they'll find the talent.
I mean, yeah, they got to find the talent.
They got to find the talent.
But what I'm saying is you paid all this money for a league spot.
And there's so much.
Just to lose and waste. You're wasting all of our time.
If they don't win a match,
I don't think they're gonna win a match this year.
If they don't win it by Major 2, I say blow it up and just get Challengers players.
Get Challengers players. And then, that's what I'm trying to say.
And then after that year, go back to this plan.
Yeah, then try it again.
Talent. There won't be a language barrier.
Obviously, this isn't working.
Yeah, this
and
this comes down to, do you want to win or not?
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's fine. But
hey, Falcons. Do you want to win? I mean, dude.
I mean, seriously.
Like, I could name a 4-stack of Challengers players off of the top of my head that will whoop your team's ass. Like,
I've played college con. Like,
I could probably, yeah.
I was like, get me.
I don't even play for the esports team here. I could probably 1v4 these cats.
Like, I made playoffs my first year. At least I won a game.
I mean, that was a joke, but I mean, seriously, y'all have to do something.
Okay. No, they talk smack all offseason that their guys could do this, and so far they haven't. Like, I don't feel any remorse. There was the story like they weren't getting scrims. Like, they weren't.
Yeah, they're not getting scrims. We're not getting scrims.
That's not right. I'm like, you're a professional league. Grow up. Either actually play well and be worth scrimming against, or don't.
Exactly.
You can scrim those Challengers players and still get better. That's all I'm saying.
It seriously is such a. It's so. I get so annoyed.
Play the CCL. Play against CCL players.
Yeah. I just get so annoyed when I see the Vegas Falcons are playing, because I know that I'm just literally going to waste my time watching this match.
30-minute, 40-minute. If Minnesota Rocker didn't troll last week against them,
yeah,
they could have easily done that match in 30 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I just get I'm so annoyed with the Falcons at this point.
There'll have to be some.
You guys are.
Don't beat up.
You guys
loses, but
look at me. You guys are on the way to being the next Shanghai Dragons. So
you don't want to be that.
I
know you don't understand. You probably don't understand that.
You probably don't know what that is.
You don't.
You might. I mean, if you do, you do.
If you lose,
if you know, you know. But you guys are on the way to being the next Shanghai Dragons, and you guys need to do something about it.
40 games, don't bother coming back.
You guys need to do something about it, even if that means picking up some challengers players who have shown that they have talent before, rather than these 4 randos that you just found. It's no, we're not having fun watching you guys. So. Yeah. All right.
Give me Optic.
Give me Optic. I mean, like, give me the boys.
I think maybe Vegas takes like a search or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they can pull off an upside on the map, but that's about it. And then as soon as they win the map, everyone's gonna be like, Optic's gonna lose.
But all right, next match.
I'm saying if you lose the hard point, then you might be in trouble.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna lose hard point though. Especially against the Vegas Falcons. Like, if anything, they are most lost on hardpoint than anything.
Yeah, I would say if they break the 19 in a row streak that they've lost hardpoints on, then
against the Optic, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
All right, next match we got Minnesota Rocker and New York Cloud9. I feel this best match of the day.
Give me Cloud9. Give me Cloud9. They look
Cloud9.
Minnesota is such a team that, like, we were talking on the radio last week. We were like, yeah, Minnesota's going to beat Carolina 3-1. And then they got 3-0.
Yeah, they just get piss slammed.
And they haven't beat anyone all that great.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud9, shit. Paul X, put the small jersey back on, fella. No breathing. Maybe the breathing room wasn't the problem. Maybe the breathing room wasn't the problem. I mean, yeah. I'll take Cloud9. I think personally, yeah. Last week they looked a lot better than they have recently. A lot better. And so I think if they carry that momentum into this weekend's matches, they have a very fair shot at, I mean, right after that, they're playing the Thieves. So they got to come into this weekend with some heat for sure. Yeah. They've got to come into this weekend with some fire in their eyes. They got to want to win. Because if they if they go down 2 maps to Rocker and then like give it up, like, I mean, they're not going anywhere. I mean, we saw that at the beginning of the season with them. They kept losing, and then the morale of the team was just, I mean, at least personally from what I saw, I thought that their morale looked super low, and it just didn't look like they wanted to even play. But I mean, obviously when you start playing better, you're going to have more fun with it. So, I mean, I bet you now that these cats are playing better, I mean, I bet you they're ready to come into this weekend and get some shit on.
Going through Surge Breach, give me Surge, because with Neptune, he's been looking so good.
Dude, Neptune last weekend, I just remember I was sitting there watching Zuma's watch party.
Last few games.
I know. I was sitting there watching Zuma's watch party, bro, and they're just like, Neptune! It's just he's running through spawns. He's getting all the right kills.
They won't turn around.
I know, they weren't turning around. But seriously, I mean,
it was like, yo, what's this clip? They like weren't turning around, and I picked it up because and it was just like, oh my god,
dude, I remember that.
Used to turn around.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember because Sam wasn't even. Sam was having his chair stream, and then he came back, and I think it was Chelly or Cowboy was like, You have to go back and watch that clip. None of them turned around at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I'll take Surge.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just Neptune, bro.
Like I mentioned earlier, if the SMGs for Breach aren't firing like really well, that team loses. The ARs need to be dropped.
Just
or at least one of them. So, and they go. Surge goes
Big Wake
play phase.
Big Wake hasn't been looking great.
Let's get through this bracket here. Let's
get through the bracket.
Let's get through the bracket.
Okay.
We got left.
Yeah.
A few minutes left. Let's get through this bracket. Surge would go on to play phase, which we saw. Surge took.
Yep.
I will say that was kind of like they caught him off guard. I think they caught FaZe up because again, honeymoon. They just won the major, thinking they're on top.
Yeah, I mean,
and then Surge came in with a new player. And that being
Call
said,
of Duty is the one.
It's gonna be closer.
Yeah.
Upset of the tournament. I'm picking Surge in this match.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold, and I'm probably gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna take it because I've seen so many brackets of this.
I'm gonna go
the same bracket.
So I'm gonna go Breach Surge. I'm taking Surge, and then once they go on to play FaZe, I'm gonna take FaZe. I mean, it's FaZe. Come on, it's FaZe.
As soon as you turn against them, that's when they go nuts. That's when they start to pop off. So.
I mean, and once they get a groove on, they can start a map slow and it won't really matter. As soon as they get that groove going, it's just straight dominance out of them. Fuck, Cell, Simp, and Abeezy have all been playing with each other for 6 fucking years now.
2019.
Those three have been.
And Draws.
Draws, man.
Former LA.
Draws was.
Champ.
I mean, dude, when they picked up Draws a couple of years back, I was like, wow.
The CEO of Optic.
Shut up. All right. So Optic Falcons, the winner of that will play Ultra. So, obviously, I'm going to take Optic to go play Ultra.
I'm taking this one, too. I think this is going to be very close, 3-2. But...
You're talking about the Ultra?
Yeah, Ultra Optic. And with Optic on top. Because... And this is a good time for them to find form. I could see Ultra also winning this. But this is the one you could flip a coin. And whoever's looking better that day shows up.
No, seriously.
Toronto Ultras has their issues. But when they are on point, they look pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's what and Optic, we haven't seen anything. We still got to see him play Vegas. I got to see something out of Optic. And I'm picking my second upset. I'm changing my mind on the spot. Give me Ultra. Give me Ultra 3-2.
Man, fuck you. Nah. Obviously, you look at the fucking shirt.
What?
I'm taking Optic all the way through.
There's bias here?
But there's bias on this show. There's bias on this show.
Bias? What is bias? Jeez.
Yeah, I'm taking Optic against Ultra. I think that if these guys, we have to absolutely if we don't ground pound Falcons, then I don't know what to say about it.
That'll be interesting round 2 if Ultra gets a free semis if they can get.
Yeah, seriously, if they get Falcons, they get a free semifinal.
That's crazy.
And so, moving on. We already talked about this a little bit. Rocker Cloud9 playing Thieves. I'm going to take Cloud9 in this match, and then once they go and play Thieves, I'm taking Thieves. The Thieves just are so dominant.
Belt to ass.
Seriously, it's like every match. It's almost like every match y'all play. If y'all aren't trolling, it's just straight belt to ass the whole time. So,
have to talk about that one.
I'm going straight Cloud9, and I'm going to take Thieves.
Ravens.
I'm taking Heretics.
Cookie Monster. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
We've seen them beat Heretics over and over. Ravens have beat Heretics 3-0, 3-1 the last 2 times. So, give me the Ravens.
Yeah. I'm going to go Heretics to play against the Ravens, obviously. Because Gorillas just have been very much struggling, and then I'm going to take the Royal Ravens over the Heretics. TJ Halley. I feel like Teach. He's nuts.
When he's on point,
when he's on point, dog. That blood sugar level. That blood sugar level be rushing.
Semis, and our semis are gonna be different.
Yeah,
obviously, because of different picks. But so for me, it's Surge.
So Ultra. Surge phase.
For you, it's
For me, so I'm taking Surge in the phase or in this second match after Breach. I'm going to take Surge. And then off of Surge and FaZe, I'm taking FaZe for the semifinal. Yep. I'm obviously going to take Optic for the semifinal as well. So I'm hoping for a FaZe Optic semifinal.
You can't beat a FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat a FaZe Optic series. Those are
funny because that series is so. We were talking about the other day. Like that series is so dominantly FaZe.
Yeah.
But every time we see, it's Optic. And FaZe.
I mean, it's Optic FaZe. Yeah, you gotta watch. But like,
so,
I mean, at the same time, yeah. I mean, those FaZe guys, they've been together forever. I mean, they have our number.
For me, it's for my side of the bracket or for my predictions. It's Ultra Surge. And again, give me Surge. They've been looking good. There's no reason to pick against them.
You're taking Surge to beat FaZe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that semis gets interesting. And then in the other semis, because we have the
it's Thieves Ravens
other bracket. And again, we've seen this.
Yeah.
We've seen this time and time again. The only team that has had Thieves' number is FaZe.
Yeah.
And if they're out of the tournament.
Bada bing, bada boom.
They take care of it to the final.
Yeah, but so semifinals, I'm predicting we got a FaZe Optic semifinal and a Thieves Ravens semifinal, and then I'm gonna take in the final. We're gonna go LA Optic. Yeah. I mean, for me, obviously. I mean, I know FaZe is there. I know FaZe is there.
Can you imagine the content for the next episode if we come on here and these
dude, I will start the next episode off like screaming if we win this minor.
I was gonna say
next episode will come on if Optic wins this.
I'm doing backflips if things. I'm just saying. We're taking everything else. This time we take everything.
I mean, for me personally, I want to see Optic Thieves at the end. And I want Optic to win it. But if I'm gonna go a no bias standpoint here, no bias. Honestly, the semifinal between Optic and FaZe, I'll take FaZe and Thieves, and we'll do a FaZe Thieves rematch.
I say we're gonna see that matchup a lot.
Just
like the scrap draws beef that's from this year still going on.
Yeah.
Bros. Stop being corny. It's just fist bump. It's not that serious. I love you, brother, but please.
It's not that
lock in. For my finals, it's Thieves and Surge. And this will be a good one. I think it'll be a somewhat close one. But again, I can't go against Thieves. I can't. And it's not even a non-biased pick at this point. I actually legit that if this team can figure out searches, because that's the one thing that they didn't beat FaZe on, and then they be the top team in the league.
Yeah.
That's just the narrative it is. But so that's our minor 2 bracket.
Yeah, I mean, that's
2 weeks of online qualifiers after that, and then we're on the major. Which is in
Texas, baby. Yeah.
The champs.
Yes, sir. You know what it is. We've already done this once before. We did this last year.
We got 2 champs teams.
We did this last year, huh?
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
We got 2 minutes out.
All right. Well, that does it for the first episode of the Respawn Roundup.
God, such a dope hearing that. Just hearing that name.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is gonna be a ton of fun to do throughout the season. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm planning to do this for a little minute. So
this
is gonna be sick. But this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you for joining us. And
subscribe and hit that ring-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
Hit the ding-a-ling button and stuff.
So you know when the next episode of the pod comes out, and share with your friends if they also like hearing idiots ramble about COD.
Yeah. So
that's it.
Anyways, thank you for watching. We will see you guys next week after the minor tournament, and we're gonna run down all the minor tournament and everything. So
in a really good mood or.
We'll see.
Like that round 11 cooked me. So, but yeah,
we'll see.
It's so fun.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys.
Later.